I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Sacramento. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Whiteside. Richardson is out there with Exum. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Collins in at the 4. And these teams both rich with young talent. They are up-and-comers.
Yeah, they get up and down. And young teams, you love watching them the first quarter through the third quarter. It's the fourth quarter where they start to make mistakes. But then you look back and you'll see these guys will mature. These are the young guys who are the future of the NBA.
Fun, isn't it, Steve, to watch them grow and develop?
It is. I mean, you look at them from a rookie, and the next thing you know, 10, 12 years from now, they're still there.
For the Pistons, Plumlee comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Exum. The shot comes out. Nice D from Porzingis. And here are the Pistons now. Stolen by Exum. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And Detroit has possession. Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Plumlee with the screen. Jumper off the screen. Detroit on D. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Now, here's Exum. Burke covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Harkless. Miami no good on that time either.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Here's Bradley. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Exum with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Over in the corner, Harkless. Here's Whiteside. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Whiteside's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Heat. Here's Burke. And count it from 19 feet away.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Exum dishes to Richardson. Back to Exum. It's stolen by Bradley. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lets it go. Pistons keep it alive. Here's Burke. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots. Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
Bradley, no one around him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Now, here's Exum. Burke covering. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Johnson. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Makes it off the glass. The Heat have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And so many great Pistons over the years. You think back to the bad boy era and all throughout the great history of this franchise. Smitty, you grew up in the area. Was there a Piston you modeled your game after growing up?
Yeah, there were. There were two guys, and Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. You could see their impact both these players had on both ends of the floor. They were interchangeable. They both can handle, can shoot. And what I love is the chemistry they had between those two, and they are good friends of mine. It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Right side a screen.
To the races.
Here's Porzingis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Bradley on the double team. And stolen by Burke. On the wing, Johnson. Plumlee with the screen. Shot off the screen. Count it. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one.
Points a game.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring. And, you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
Harkless with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. And Harkless slams it in.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that big hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
Count the basket. Richardson's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Will it go? And Harkless pulls it down. Miami leading by 8. For 3, Richardson. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Burke. And that one goes long.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Now Exum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Heat lead by 10.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Steve, you've gone the broadcasting route, but we've seen a lot of former players becoming head coaches lately. Who else do you think could become a coach someday? Current players that you're watching.
I think Chris Paul, I think Stephen Curry, a lot of guys. LeBron James for sure, Dwayne Wade. I think Draymond Green would be somewhat like a Stan Van Gundy, Tom Thibodeau just yelling and screaming. And
I like
that. Those are some of the names.
Yes. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Miami leading by 10.
Established a rhythm, and also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Outside Robinson. Back to Exum. The three. No good that time. Some solid defense from Knight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Knight. Stolen by Exum. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat leading by 11. Now here's Exum. Pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Here's Kaminsky. Here's Lure. Pass to Primetime. Back to Lure. And finished off by Lure.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Oh, no question he does. I just think he likes to keep the fans guessing.
Here's Valentine, following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Cool hands checked in for Harkless. Valentine wide open. He fires. The long distance three is buried. Valentine's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Heat. Now, here is Knight. Defense right on him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Dishes it to Whiteside. Here's Cool Hands. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Knight passes to Primetime. Over to the left wing. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner. Lure. Stolen by Robinson. Cool hands passes to Whiteside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Lure. Stolen by Exum. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Right side a screen. From beyond the arc. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. Whiteside's got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Knight. He's guarded closely. Here's Primetime. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of... The Heat leading by 19 points. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, we've got Mo Harkless. Myers Leonard is out there with Collins. Then there's Richardson. And it's shake and bake in at the point. Pass to Bacon. Over to the wing. Lure against Collins. And nothing but hair on that one.
Lazy defense against a good score. Turns out not to matter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Pistons. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bacon the pass to Kaminsky. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. There's the screen. The pass to Richardson. The Heat keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. To the wing right side. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Collins. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And, well, Detroit shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Here's Bacon. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Heat leading by 22. Richardson the pass to Shake and Bake. Drains the three-pointer. Shake and Bake's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A different look here for Detroit. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Kaminsky. Porzingis is coming in for Lure. And it's Johnson in for Bacon. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Shake and Bake passes to Richardson. Richardson missing again. The Pistons have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Plumlee with the screen. Kept alive. Out to Porzingis. Shot to end this cold run. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Feeds it to Collins. Richardson kicks to Harkless. Back to Richardson. Richardson missing again.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 4. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. The Heat leading by 22. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Shake and Bake. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Galloway kicks to Reed. He dishes it to Plumlee. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of versatile, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in charge of all their personnel moves, too. This guy's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing two hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run his organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
Kicks it to Richardson. He feeds it to Collins. All alone. The rebound by Johnson. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Reed dishes to Plumlee. Great D that time from Leonard.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
It's good. Shake and Bake's got his second basket of the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Collins against Porzingis. Back to Johnson. Fades and shoots. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
There's Shake and Bake. He has 5. They set the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Shake and Bake's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Galloway, the pass to Reed. And the shot goes in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's got 7. Outside Leonard. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Johnson. The rebound by Johnson. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the left side wing. Plumlee in the post. Leonard's there. Turnaround Jay. And the rejection by Leonard. Passes to Shake and Bake. He kicks to Collins. Misses the 3. And, well, Detroit shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Reed. Now the feed to Plumlee. Johnson kicks to Reed. 3-pointer. That shot off, and it's Miami the other way. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's Shake and Bake. Outside Leonard. The dish now to Richardson. Beyond the arc. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Pistons. Brandon Knight comes in for Langston Galloway. And a new group in for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Myers Leonard. Robinson comes in for Collins. Valentine's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Dante Exum in for Shake and Bake. Out tonight. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
And here's Exum. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Cool Hands. Whiteside a screen. Miami no good on that time either. This Pistons squad struggling. Knight with it. He He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Dishes to Johnson. Rebound, Thomas Robinson. And Miami shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Johnson. Exum dishes to Whiteside. And here's Porzingis for a three. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Robinson sets a screen for Exum. Valentine with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Robinson misses.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge. And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Valentine setting the pick for Eck. That's short off the rim.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
It's Knight with the drive. In transition, here comes Miami. Valentine passes to Cool Hands. Whiteside, a screen on Johnson. Here's Cool Hands. The pass to Whiteside. Plumlee with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Dante Exum. The Pistons have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Bacon subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Heat, Collins checked in for Robinson. Harkless comes in for Cool Hands. And it's Richardson in for Denzel Valentine. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by Collins. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Knight. That's 12 points for Porzingis.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Exum kicks to Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there, not a lot of solutions.
And so it's Miami taking a 19-point lead into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And guys, you think of some of the more slippery scorers that are left-handed, like James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, Manu Ginobili. They come to mind right off the bat. Does that give them, Steve, I'll begin with you, does that give them an advantage?
It does, Kevin, and people always would ask me why. Because I don't know why. They're left-handed. They do things different. They do things wrong. They jump off the wrong foot. They drive it differently. And I think mentally as a right-handed guy, you're kind of guarding him how you would play. But left-handers definitely have an advantage playing the game of basketball.
Bradley and Johnson fill out the perimeter. Porzingis is out there with Kaminsky. And it's prime time, and it's the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Miami leading by 19. Feeds it to Harkless. Heat moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Whiteside a screen. Exum dishes to Harkless. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
you know what, tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's the screen.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Here's prime time. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Right side again, Porzingis. Right side, no good.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
Prime time, the pass to Bradley. Pulls from the top of the key. Good work there as it goes. Bradley's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Detroit. Now Exum. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. He dishes it to Richardson. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Now with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone. The way he goes about defending the rim, it's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Collins kicks to Richardson. Off with the layup. Pistons trailed by 21. And the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Richardson against Bradley. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Burke. And it's good from the elbow. Burke's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Now here's Exum. He feeds it to Collins. Kaminsky with the double team. And here's Richardson outside. Exum kicks to Collins. The second chance effort. With 1 on the clock. He lays it in. Collins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you'd think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Burke dishes to Lure. No good on the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
It's Richardson on the wing. Kicks to Collins. Passes it to Exum. From 18 feet away. They get it back. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Another shot. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Burke, the pass to Bradley. Right wing. Lure against Collins. And the layup's good off the glass.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Exum kicks to Richardson. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. To the right side. Exum with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Exum's got 5 points so far.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first three of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Burke dishes to Kaminsky. And it's Miami with the rebound. Richardson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He kicks it to Harkless. Whiteside sets the pick for Exum. It's stolen by Bradley. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for it. And Miami the other way now.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. For the Pistons, Bacon, he's checked in for Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Avery Bradley. The Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. 5 on the clock. Harkless the pass to Exum. Unloads from 13.
Now, a really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Burke kicks to Lure. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Richardson. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
A different look here for Detroit. Plumlee comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Brandon Knight in for Trey Burke. Then for the Heat, Leonard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Valentine comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Exum. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the feed to Valentine. Leonard sets a screen for Valentine. Pass to Shake and Bake. They set the pick. Here's Richardson. That one a little long. The Pistons have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Pass to Bacon. Back to Galloway. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Here's Shake and Bake. He's got 7. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shake and Bake's got 10.
When he gets it going from out there, look out.
Plumlee sets the pick for Knight. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's guarded by Knight. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Milton. And it's Miami with another.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Knight dishes to Lure. The 11-footer. And Plumlee kicks to Lure. Knight wide open. Another 3 for Detroit.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Shake and bake passes to Richardson. There's a good screen. Just 4 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Valentine, no good. For Detroit, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Plumlee sets the pick for Knight. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said. Collins checked in for Miami. Cool hands comes in. Richardson. Inside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
And there's the pass to Primetime. Porzingis against Collins. Right side, Porzingis. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Valentine dishes to Leonard. With his first shot attempt. And it's Miami with another. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Knight. Passes to Porzingis. They get the rebound. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter.
And at the end of the third quarter, and we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pistons trailed by 21. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Myers Leonard is out there with Collins. Then there's Shake and Bake. Then it's Cool Hands. And it's Valentine in the 2 spot. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce 2-hander. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Shake and Bake. His 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Now, here is Knight. Defense is right there. Kicks it out to Bradley. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat leading by 19 points. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And here is Valentine. Right side, Knight. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. The Pistons making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Knight hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Ray Burke's checked in for the Pistons. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Harkless comes in for cool hands. Here's shake and bake. Burke covering. The dish to Whiteside. Out to the right wing. Collins kicks to Harkless. Dishes it to Whiteside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Valentine's shot, good.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Here's Bradley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, watching Bradley, not sure exactly how to describe it. There's a quiet burst to the way he moves.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at #1, and still after one season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
Feeds to Harkless. From deep three-point range.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And this is what Avery likes. It's where he feels most comfortable, the in-between area.
And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school. Terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
There's the pick. Here's Whiteside. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia, and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
Back to Harkless. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And stolen by Whiteside. The pass to shake and bake. Whiteside against Porzingis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Prime time's checked in for Burke. Nice shot by Porzingis.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Kicks to Whiteside. Goes up on the block. And the shot goes in. Whiteside's got 10 points in just the second half.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
The feed to Whiteside. On the left block. Offensive rebound. Clock at 2. Shot by Collins, no good. And stolen by Whiteside. Whiteside missing again. Pistons trailed by 16. Outside, Porzingis. Five to shoot. With the fadeaway. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Exum kicks to Whiteside. He dishes it to Richardson. Pass to Whiteside. Over Porzingis. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 10 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Porzingis against Collins. Takes it from 10. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 23 points for Porzingis.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And Exum comes to help. Passes it to Primetime. It's deflected. Richardson kicks to Harkless. Lets the three fly. Richardson, no luck.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Outside, Bradley. Outside, Porzingis. Johnson the screen. And Porzingis, here we go.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Exum kicks to Whiteside. Shoots from the line. Detroit with the rebound.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
And the Heat with some changes. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Robinson comes in for Collins. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Dante Exum. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Primetime.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Richardson with it. They set the pick. That one falls. And the Heat lead by 14. Here's Primetime. Here's Porzingis. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Left side, Porzingis. Basket counts. Porzingis has got 15 points in just the second half.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half, just taking what the defense allows.
And the call will be against Primetime. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Leonard. Collins comes in for Robinson. And it's Exum in for Shake and Bake. Pass to Collins. Whiteside a screen. Here's Richardson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pistons trailed by 12. Porzingis kicks to Bradley. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Whiteside. To the right side. Here's Exum. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Start it.
And Dante Exum, a 6'6" slashing point guard. You don't see a lot of players who fit that mold.
No, you don't, Kevin. His size and quickness is really the foundation of his game. He's very elusive off the dribble, and at the defensive end, he's been terrific for a young player. And Coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
But they'll get another chance. Johnson draws the double. The dish to Kaminsky. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. Tries again. Goes up again. And he sinks the layup.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Exum kicks to Whiteside. Porzingis with the steal. Now the pass to Primetime. Back to Porzingis. There's the double team from Whiteside. Out to Porzingis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Heat leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Heat.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Hassan Whiteside.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Burke, he's checked in for Detroit. Then for the Heat, Leonard, he's checked in for Whiteside. Lance Stevenson comes in for Josh Richardson. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Dante Exum. Carter-Williams kicks to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Burke can't get it to go. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now Carter-Williams. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA